Okay, let's jump right in. We're going to talk about a future that feels like something straight out of science fiction, but it's actually happening right now. And this isn't just about cool new technology. It's about a massive shift that's going to change how we live and, more importantly, how we think about building our wealth for the long haul. I mean, just let that sink in for a second. Your car as an AI assistant, an office, a shopping portal, that's a total game changer, right? We're not just talking about a fancy new feature here. This is a fundamental reimagining of what a car even is. And you can bet a shift this big has huge implications, especially when you think about your long-term investments and, your retirement nest egg. So, how exactly do we get to that future? Well, it all starts with this new vision for the automobile. It's no longer just about getting from A to B, it's about turning your car into a fully connected living space. The old idea of a car is, well, it's officially in the rearview mirror. Yeah, you see, for as long as we can remember, a car has been this isolated machine. You get in, you drive, and that's pretty much it. But the future? Totally different. The car becomes a single smart node that's plugged into this giant, global, super intelligent network. And that connection, that's where the real magic happens. So get this. The brain of your car, it's not just that computer under the hood anymore. It's literally orbiting the Earth. Yeah, you heard that right. We're talking about connecting to powerful data centers in space, thanks to networks like Starlink. This gives your car a direct, high-speed line to incredible computing power. It is a mind-blowing leap forward. Okay, so the tech is incredible, but what does all this mean for you, for me, in our daily lives? Let's talk about how this completely changes the game when it comes to convenience, productivity, and just staying connected. All right, just picture your morning commute. You get in the car, and full self-driving takes over. You can just sit back and relax. While the car handles all the traffic, your AI assistant is already working for you, managing your calendar, giving you a rundown of important emails, getting you prepped for your first meeting. That hour you used to spend just stuck staring at taillights, it's now maybe your most productive hour of the day. You arrive at work completely stress-free and already ahead. And it's not just about work, not at all. Because of that super fast internet being beamed down from space, your car becomes this incredible hub for, well, everything. You can jump on a 4K video conference call with absolutely zero lag. You could be shopping with augmented reality on a giant screen. Or hey, maybe you just want to stream a movie instantly for the family in the back. It's your entire connected life, totally seamless, but now it's on the move. Now, all of that sounds amazing, right? A life that's just easier, more connected, more productive. But let's pause for a second and put on our investor hats. A change this big doesn't just create convenience, it creates an enormous amount of economic value. So the big question, especially for anyone thinking about their assets, their retirement, their long-term wealth, is where does all that value actually go, and how can you get a piece of it? All right, let's dive into the investment side of things. We're moving beyond just the cool features, and we're talking about why this matters so much for your portfolio. Because trust me, from a long-term perspective, this is huge. To really get why this is such a big deal for investors, we need to talk about one key idea, the insurmountable moat. Think of it like a castle's moat, but for a business. It's a competitive advantage that's so strong, so difficult to copy, that it protects the company's profits for years, even decades. This is the holy grail for anyone thinking about long-term wealth, whether it's for your retirement account or a pension fund. And that's exactly what this ecosystem is building. See, it's not just about the car on the ground. It's about the car and the satellite network in orbit working together perfectly. So if another company wants to compete, it's not enough to build a better car. They'd also have to build and launch their own massive network of satellites. The cost, the technology, the sheer scale, the barrier to entry is, well, astronomical. That is a textbook definition of a powerful, insurmountable moat. So let's tie this all together. On one hand, you have this incredible future filled with convenience. And on the other, you have a rock-solid business model with a huge protective moat. This brings us to the most important part: how you can actually participate in this revolution and build your wealth from it. This is really the key takeaway. Investing in this kind of ecosystem means you're not just signing up to enjoy this amazing new lifestyle, you're actually positioned to profit from it as it spreads across the globe. You're moving from being just a customer to being an owner. And that's how you let your savings, your retirement accounts, ride the wave of this massive change. You know, the source material puts it perfectly. Enjoy the ride and grow rich doing it. It's that simple, really. It's about being able to experience this incredible future firsthand. while your investments in the very companies building it have the potential to grow right alongside it. So I'll leave you with this final thought. This future is not a question of if, but when. It's already happening. The real question is for you. Are you going to be someone who just enjoys the ride, or are you going to be someone who owns a piece of it?